It's not supposed to jimble. You're supposed to jlim.
That was my favorite Rat Pack Christmas song. You're not supposed to jimble. You're supposed to jim.
Yeah.
On a very Merry Christmas on the top of this blimp.
It's called Schlimple Bells.
Chimble bells, shimple bells, crimple dumple squimp. Alright, we're back. Hopefully we can beat this in the 30 minutes we have.
Oh, it's not gonna happen.
We can sure as hell try. Come on, hurry up.
Welcome back to Big Hats Play, everybody. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Kick your brother?
No.
Shoot
Oh yeah, I mean
mom?
that's something you guys were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so violent and edgy in 2012.
You're the one who always wants gore and everything.
Yeah, well, that's a different kind of violence.
No.
Oh, okay, that's a funny violence?
Yep.
What's not funny
Oh,
about kicking
shit.
your brother?
It's funny, Chris referenced that to us when we were hanging out after the shoot. It was just, what did we say? What were we talking about? Oh, it was like about, because we come in with the thing about slapping your mom. And he was like, come on, isn't that what you guys are always saying to do? Slap your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, Andres, quick, get to the end.
I'm trying.
Quick. I don't know why Mickey Mouse is telling you to beat Sonic Heroes, but, you know.
Well, he's not gonna get his wish. I like how he's like, I'm feeling a bit uneasy. We should kill this man.
Real. Maybe kick his brother.
What do you think's bigger, Eggman's fleet or I don't like that one.
You got it.
What do you think's bigger, Eggman's fleet or Aperture Science Laboratories?
Ooh, honestly, that one's a thinker.
That one's a stinker.
That one's a stinker. I feel like I want to say the fleet just because of the open air, but I think I don't know.
Oh shit.
Shit rock.
Shit rock. I'm gonna have a Bon Voyage stuck in my head now. That's gonna be my next vocal stem.
What about what was her previous vocal stem?
I don't remember.
I like that Chris said that the
The Italian
Oh my God.
gibberish episode was one of his favorites.
yeah, he said it was his favorite.
It was his single favorite. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was funny. I was laughing my ass off while editing it.
Hey, let me.
Bimbo di squinci.
No, it's starting again. Oh.
Ballerina cappuccina. El ama la musica.
Oh.
Mi.
Shit. Let's see what you did to Shadow. To Shitto. Glove Shadow.
Shitto the Hedgehog. Shitto the Hedgehog.
Oh, we were talking earlier about stomp clap music, and I asked Brandon what other forms of oh, I don't like this one bit.
Whoa, you got shot down.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
This game just doesn't want me to win. Oh, it just doesn't like me.
That was funny though.
That's crazy. But we were talking about like different kinds of like trends in music, whether it be production or songwriting, whatever. And one of Brandon's least favorites was cursive singing.
Yeah.
Which I had forgotten about, but like, you know, him showing it to us. It's gnarly that was just a thing.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, can you put that clip up? Shit was fucking gnar. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't like stomp clap music. Brandon doesn't like cursive singing.
I also don't like stomp clap music.
Oh, stomp clap music I think is way more heinous because it feels politically insensitive. It just kind of feels like, you know, if you listen to this kind of music on the regular, it feels like you're somebody who would be on a reverse watch list.
A reverse watch list?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's safe. He's never gonna try and like, you know, harass a police officer at a protest or something.
It definitely feels like they gentrified drums somehow.
They gentrify the drums. They gentrify the drums by taking away the drum kit.
Yeah, exactly.
And replacing it with your feet and hands.
Exactly. Isn't that basically what gentrification is?
Which somehow makes it simultaneously more accessible and less. I don't know why I had such a hard time with that one.
What musical trends do you hate, Bismarck?
I don't know, like to the level of, I can say like I hate like the recent like pop country stuff.
Oh yeah,
where it just like follows the same exact like formula.
Oh god, I was in downtown Brea a few days ago because I have a new student out there. Downtown Brea, by the way, is inhospitable for brown people. I will let you know that. And I was just like, what was it? They were getting ready for a country music festival. I was driving down like one of the main streets, and they closed it off for Brea's Bonanza Days.
That sounds crazy,
dude. And like I could hear the music from my fucking car. That they were like, it wasn't even live music yet. They were just blaring music on speakers, and I was hearing, and like I could hear this song about like, oh yeah, she's a southern, or no, what is it? Or she's a small town kind of gal, or some shit like that. Just basically singing about a woman with like traditional values.
Oh, those are so cringy.
Oh, I hate that trad wife type shit.
Yeah.
Like I could hear maybe about 20 seconds of this song from where I was at. And he brought up like the singer who is undeniably a he. I would say
derogative.
Offensively a he. But like he was singing about how like, oh yeah, I should go to church on Sundays. And
I think I know the song you're talking about.
Really?
I think so.
I threaded the needle on that one. That's crazy.
She's a good girl.
It feels
crazy
like
about Jesus.
advanced free falling.
Yeah.
Advanced free falling.
Dude, free falling already feels like
that's already fucking.
That's like a fucking United States Marine Corps type commercial song.
She likes horses.
And
she likes horses too.
She likes Jesus.
She's like crazy about Elvis. Loves Jesus.
Like first off, who's crazy about Elvis in the 70s?
In the 70s.
That was Full Moon Fever. Full Moon Fever was like 80s. That's the same one with fucking Running Down a Dream or whatever.
I'm still thinking about Elvis in the 80s.
To be fair, that's like the teenagers today that are like obsessed with Kurt Cobain, you know?
But I feel like no, actually you're right. That's actually
They're
totally
both black, right?
Shut up! That reeks. Oh, your humor got stink lines coming out of it.
Kurt Cobain and Elvis both died in the bathroom.
That's like that fucking joke you're telling us from that Zach Galifianakis show where it's like, oh, so did you write La La Land so you could show jazz to black people?
Yeah. Funny.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, dude, modern punch tree.
Punch tree.
Because it makes me want to punch me. So, I can't get over that. Well, yeah, modern country sucks.
Yeah.
Arena country is what I've heard it called.
Arena
because it feels like shit that's like meant for stadiums. Not Kenny Chesney. Zach Bryant.
Yeah.
Noah Kahan.
There's a guy.
I think Noah Khan's a little more forgivable because it's not country. It's like folk, but it still feels kind of country.
There's like a Luke something.
Luke Bryant.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
There's a Luke Bryant and there's a Zach Bryant. It's like even their names are becoming like homogenous.
They're all becoming one country homunculi.
The only acceptable country song from the past like 10 years was Old Town Road.
Old Town Road.
And even then, it's like now that country is becoming like fused with hip hop elements. Like when people are putting like drill beats or whatever on top of their country.
I have heard those. Yeah,
that shit is heinous.
Yeah,
it's like they heard Old Town Road and they were like, all right, we got the green light. Let's fucking put this on the assembly floor.
I have, and on top of that, that's like, I've also noticed recently, they'll do remixes / covers of like 80s pop songs with like the over it. Like
that I'm not sure I've heard.
Like I've heard like there's a popular like EDM version of Take on Me that's
Really?
like I've heard it at work.
Wait. Oh, sorry. You know, I'm
Wait,
I'm
like
so
that
sorry.
emoji,
I got
with the glasses. Yeah, wait.
Actually,
I object.
dude, we actually heard something like. Remember when we went to the Boba Time in Pico Rivera, and we were like talking with that one guy who seemed kind of interested in our band. I don't even remember why we were there. I think
It was we were buying the Wizard Bling. At
yeah, and we went.
right next.
They were playing a weird EDM remix of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
I don't remember that, but I believe it.
No.
I think that's the first. Oh.
That's crazy though.
God, Yuji Naka deserves to stay in jail.
That's the trajectory of country music.
Yeah, but it was like
Dude, just don't hang on the edge like that.
it was Take on Me, but like for the melody line, the because you know it's like more staccato.
Yeah.
It's like more like.
Oh, did it feel more like the notes were held onto for a bit longer?
And really like
like-
there was no like dynamics in the melody.
That's
Like it's
crazy.
just like a.
that sounds to me like an even worse version of the already kind of heinous cover that Real Big Fish did
Yeah.
of Take on Me.
But
Just because it's ska doesn't mean it's good.
hey, that's their best song.
It's not even their song. If we're
Exactly.
talking about originals, I'd say their best song is probably like She's Got a Girlfriend Now. Because at least it's like it acknowledges queer people. Even if it's to make a joke. We'll take it.
I've also heard not exactly EDM, but like a house version of Rocket Man.
Really?
Yeah.
That feels bad, dude. Not that I don't think like house music shouldn't exist or whatever. It just feels like it's like, why do you need to make a cover of that or a remix or whatever?
Yeah.
Because I remember that remix of Dreams. It just sounded so bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like contractually obligated music.
I mean, yeah, it's meant for restaurants and stores, right? That's why there's so many like at work at BJ's, I would hear like 5 different covers of King Harvest's what's their famous song? Dancing in the Moonlight.
Oh yeah,
And only until recently I started hearing the original at work.
that's nuts.
Because they're put more like 70s
I
and 80s
fucking
music.
love Dancing in the Moonlight.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Damn it. I recently learned, I mean, this is kind of like opposite trajectory, but I recently learned that Type O Negative, famous goth metal band, did a cover of Summer Breeze by Seals and Crofts. Dude, I already... Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Sadder than the cats out in my
I don't
mind.
think I know that song.
I fucking love Summer Breeze. It's a good song, and I think Type O Negative did it pretty well too. I don't know, but yeah, country music in most of its forms. I think past like 1980,
Yeah.
country music it just started stinking.
You still got, like Glenn Campbell was what, 70s? Southern Nights.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dun, 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 dun,
At that time,
Southern
I
Nights.
feel like at that point, country music was kind of like almost confusing with whatever the hell Steely Dan is. Like,
Yeah.
what do you call yacht rock? Yeah, it's like it was still
White people
acceptable.
soul.
Yeah, Michael McDonald type music. Taking It to the Streets, but the street is Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills.
I like those 40s country music where they're like,
That was the black metal of the time.
yeah. I like those memes. Yeah, like some like it was like like a modern drummer like doing blast beats to a Beatles song. It was like what moms in the 60s thought Ringo sounded like. Or
I remember my dad talking to me about because his mom didn't listen to any rock music. She thought rock music was devilish. She only ever listened to like, I guess, Spanish language music of the time because she was the singer in a mariachi band.
oh, cool.
And like classical music and jazz. Like rock music was like forbidden. But the only rock song she would listen to that I guess was not offensive was Penny Lane by the Beatles. That was like
funny.
That was a weird pick, but
It's funny. I knew you were going for a tame pick,
Yeah.
but I was expecting like Rock and Roll All Night or something. You know, not like a fucking Penny Lane.
yeah, that's the most like I go to school with a pocket protector type song that the
like-
Beatles ever wrote.
It's like saying like, oh yeah, my favorite emo song is Eleanor Rigby. You know?
Yeah, I guess Penny Lane doesn't even feel like rock. It's like soundtrack music almost.
Soundtrack.
That's like if Wes Anderson was alive back then, he would have used Penny Lane for one of his songs or one of his movies.
That's so funny.
Do you think I'll beat him? Oh fuck, I guess not.
That reminds me of my high school friend's dad, because he knew I was into metal and rock music.
Aw.
He was like, oh, you know what band's like really like hard? Kiss.
Shit.
And I was like, damn, bro.
Dude, shout out to the Kiss Army in 2025.
I could see like back in the day when it was new, like Deep Purple Ian Pace drumming sounding like crazy.
Oh, I mean, it's still pretty crazy, dude. It's like I watch some of his drum videos every now and then, like old drum solos that he did back in like the band's heyday. He was insane. The dude had like massive jazz chops. But like I think that he belongs up there in the ranks with people like Elvin Jones from John Coltrane's quartet, and people like Art Blakey.
He's one of the people that are like, you know what? I am annoyed that people bring up John Bonham so much.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's like you don't bring up Ian Pace that much. I'm not saying that you can't bring up John Bonham, but like, come on, like,
Yeah, dude. Ian Pace was far and away better than John Bonham. I don't care what you say. I don't care that John Bonham brought a big old hand drum onto the stage and started playing it during the Moby Dick solo. It's like nothing that he ever did could compare to Ian Pace or to oh shit. Oh god.
Get on the wall.
I'm trying. Ian Pace for sure. And then the guy from Focus was crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No! I won't let it. I won't. Yeah.
And then I feel it's easy to say like a progressive rock drummer, so it's kind of already different, but
That's fair. Because the progressive rock drummers, you kind of expect them to be like.
yeah, because like Bill Bruford and shit like that, like
Yeah.
obviously like Carl Palmer.
Carl Palmer he drummed on the first King Crimson album, right?
No, that was actually Michael Giles. Michael Giles only drummed on the first 2 King Crimson albums, and then he did a whole bunch of stuff with Robert Fripp as a producer. But I think those are 2 of the only like prog albums he ever drummed for.
I don't know. Carl Palmer was in an early version of Crazy World of Arthur Brown, but I don't know if he made it to the album.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I feel like I remember.
don't remember
I remember like finding out Carl Palmer was on something, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, there's probably on a lot of things.
He was on Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Yeah.
What?
He's the titular Palmer. I guess in terms of like rock drummers being very talented, not just like prog rock drummers, I think big shout outs as well to Ginger Baker.
Oh yeah.
Even though he's an asshole, apparently.
When they like, people have said Cream gave birth to heavy metal. If that's the case, we should have had an abortion.
And then Karen Carpenter was also really good too.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, big shout outs to Karen
She
Carpenter.
would sing during too.
Yeah.
And who's the guy from the Eagles?
Oh, Don Henley. He was he was a terrible drummer, but I think he was a good singer. Oh, not terrible. He could keep time, obviously. But I hate it when people are like, "Oh yeah, Don Henley is among the greats." Like you say that for Ringo, and Ringo sang on like 4 or 5 of the Beatles songs.
That just reminds me of that clip from Ringo's concert.
Shit.
When they're like playing a song, they're like, "Oh, like you know what song we're gonna play next?" And then like the guitarist would like start playing like Day Tripper or something, and we're like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "No, not that one." And then he starts singing Octopus Garden. I don't remember the lyrics, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" Like, yeah. Oh my god, that's the Ringo song. Yeah, dude, it's so funny. Which I mean, I guess if you're going to a Ringo concert, I would imagine that's like, you know, what you're into. It's funny. What was I gonna say? That reminds me. Did we ever bring up the coworker that was like, oh fuck the Doors, you know? Like, I think did we?
It's the windows all the way for me.
Yeah.
He was ripping on the Doors because he was like, they're so overrated, and I hate Jim Morrison. And he was like, and I was like, what about like fuck Led Zeppelin? And he was like, what? I like Led Zeppelin. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I've definitely heard a lot more praise about Led Zeppelin than I've heard people like glazing the Doors. Yeah. Even though I've heard people like gush about the Doors, but not up to the level like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I feel like if I was gonna choose one band who stole black people's music, just like on the regular, I would choose the Doors.
Fucking.
Not that I should have to. Not that I would want to.
Why can't I remember his name? Ray Manzarek.
Oh, he's
fucking great.
Mm-hmm. And Robbie Krieger, my bad.
What do you think of John Densmore as a drummer?
I think he was a really good drummer. I think he was pretty solid. I think that... Oh, stop it. I really liked when... Because there were very few bits, like, on the studio...
Team Blast.
Oh, that's right. There were very few bits, like, on the studio albums where he really, like, showed his chops. But you could see a lot more of his skills live.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, though, because I feel like... I hate when, you know, session drummers mostly are like, oh yeah, it's like you have to do what you're paid to do, and what you're paid to do is like make something, play for the song, quote unquote. It's like, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to be like blasting 30-second note like double bass drums on this fucking, I don't know, on this Hall & Oates album, but also like, why can't we just be more expressive? Why does it always have to be just that fucking, you know, the Billie Jean beat at different speeds?
Yeah. Oh, watch out. Whoa. Nice.
Oh, thank Christ.
Yeah, I really like Robbie Krieger as a guitarist because he was hella good at his hybrid picking.
Yeah. Dude,
It's
Spanish
crazy.
Caravan?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best, like, guitar playing in rock, I suppose, of the era. I'd imagine he was classically trained as well.
Yeah, he was. I think Ray Manzarek also played guitar on that song.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Ray Manzarek or John Densmore?
John...
Well, they do that double guitar at the beginning. I'm pretty sure that's Ray Manzarek. Them like playing together.
That's cool. Did I tell you guys about... Oh, what?
Before, you know, he switches over to his keyboards and goes...
God, Doors keyboards go so hard, though. It's like... I like the Doors, for sure, and I'll listen to a couple albums, but the highlight for me is always the keys.
Riders on the storm. Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about how I went to see fucking Billy Gibbons like have like a weird birthday bash show at the Troubadour in LA?
Yeah, and that Robbie Krieger showed up.
Yeah, and me and my dad were so stoked because we thought that like he was the first guest.
Yeah,
there was like a few bands that played before them that were kind of like, oh yeah, so like this is like it was like one of them was like the
quick jump.
How do you quick jump again?
Just like tilt and press the jump button.
Ah, damn. All right, it's your turn. But one of them was just like, oh yeah, these are my daughters and they play music. It's like, oh hell yeah, I can bring on the Nepo children. Bring out the dancing lobsters.
I remember because Bismarck made the joke when he told the story. He's like, maybe they're gonna bring out Jim Morrison next.
I really wish they'd brought out like, because like the other people they brought out weren't bad, but like you bring out fucking... Who was it?
Little Hitler on guitar.
Who was it? Robbie Krieger? Did I say?
Yeah, Robert Krieger.
The guitarist. Yes. I don't know why. I keep getting him mixed up with Ray Manzarek sometimes. But I was like, you bring out Robbie Krieger and they start playing Doors songs. And it's like, oh man, it's only going to get better from here. You know, you don't bring out like your ace in the hole, like, I guess in terms of trying to impress people. And then everybody else is just like, oh yeah, I almost won a Tony. It's like, Jesus.
They followed a shooting with a stabbing.
Bringing pistols to the nuclear missile crisis.
Bringing pistols against nuclear missiles, bro. That's a bar.
You can thank Rav for that one. That's not an Andres bar. I will not write rap again after peeking at the shit rap. I don't think it's my place.
But you just gotta flesh out the shit rap.
I know. I've been trying to write more stupid rhymes, but I feel like I can't make anything that's as cohesive as shit rap. Cause shit rap, I feel like if you made that into an actual song, it would have been at least like 90 seconds. Like everything else I've created feels like way shorter and way less thought out.
That's funny.
I know when I've reached my peak. I know to accept my limits.
You did start One Piece. You've reached the peak.
I've reached one of them.
Bring up. Oh shit! Shit rock.
Shit rock. You got your shit rock.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? It was small Raymond's the Doors. They're gonna steal the moon. Music. We're talking about musical trends.
Caves Johnson. Yeah. We were talking about terrible country music, cursive singing. I feel like there's another trend. Oh yeah, whisper singing. It's basically like Billie Eilish, kind of Sabrina Carpenter stuff.
Yeah.
Some of Lizzie McAlpine's music as well.
I don't think I know her.
It's fine. You don't have to. I'm not saying she's bad. I just feel like there's some music where it's like, oh, it's not gonna edify me if I listen to this.
Okay, see that play?
Yeah.
I've never been able to pull that off.
Really?
Yeah.
It felt like that was something you'd rehearsed. Like I kept seeing those fucking those springs, and I just didn't reach them. I was like, when you hit those springs, I was like, oh yeah, that's just typical Brandon.
Typical Brandon hitting those springs. Every year, hitting the springs.
Every year, Brandon hits the springs. You see him, right? You seen him hit the springs. And we all love him for it. We all love him,
We
Brandon.
call him Spring Hitting Brandon. Class guitar spring out.
I would not ask anybody else to play Sonic Heroes for me. And I want to play Sonic Heroes myself.
I never had a GameCube. I just went straight to the Wii U. Wow.
Whoa.
I guess I had to follow up that play with a bad one.
Yeah.
Going off of that arena country thing, like not exactly country, but there's specifically that I don't like that Nickelback song "Burn It to the Ground" because it sounds like Miller Lite's driving in a pickup truck. It's just like stupid lyrics.
I've never heard this song.
It's just we're going out tonight. Hey, to cut every light. Hey, everything we want. Hey, everything inside. Hey.
That feels like
and it's like an anthem for anthem's sake, but it's not saying anything.
it feels like 3 Days Grace if it was less angry.
Probably.
They did that song I Hate Everything About You. Because I hate everything about
That's them?
you. Yeah.
Damn.
That's 3 Days Grace. That is the band. Because I used to get them mixed up with 3 Doors Down, but 3 Doors Down is just like Lifehouse type alt rock. 3 Days Grace is more like, God, I'm so angry at nothing and everything at the same time.
Oh yeah!
Nice!
God damn
And the
it.
one up. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I hate that kind of music where it's just like, we want you to be mad at nothing in particular.
That's what was that Anthrax song on the Sound of Silence or whatever? Gentrified Revolution or something like that? Where it's about like those MTV punks.
Oh yeah, and there sure were a lot of them.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
on that album you shared.
Oh, it's on. Package Rebellion.
Package Rebellion.
Rebellion.
Someone.
Yeah.
I like Gentrified Revolution though. That's a hard name.
Yeah, dude. You're a coward wearing the facade of a revolutionary. Always go hard.
This is the burn it to the ground lyrics. Well, it's midnight. Damn right, we're wound up too tight. I got a fistful of whiskey. The bottle just bit me. Oh, that shit makes me batshit crazy. We got no fear, no doubt. All in, balls out. We're going out tonight. Hey, to kick out every light. Hey, take everything we want. Hey, drink everything in sight. Hey, we're going till the world stops turning. So we burn it to the ground tonight.
So thrash.
Just thrash
and
bang your head. That's gonna be a B-side, by the way. Everybody, stay on the lookout for that one.
We had a party thrash song thought out, but not very thought out,
Oh, no.
and we just scrapped it.
The riff was hard though. The riff was cool.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Actually, thinking back on it, I don't think it was that cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the idea was just the idea. Like there was nothing else to it.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that was us trying to channel municipal waste.
Yeah.
Just bonk your donk and fall asleep.
Typical municipal waste lyrics.
Yeah.
Municipal waste is gonna bonk your donk.
Yeah. Municipal waste is gonna bonk your donk. Whoa.
Damn. Oh man.
Anthem music is crazy. That anthem music feels like the 2000s precursor to what'd you call it? Swag rock.
Swag rock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's beer drinking music. That's going to a craft beer brewery in Truckee, California.
Truckee, California.
Or June Lake.
June Lake sounds like what's the other one? Joshua Tree?
Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree's kind of cool. Joshua Tree doesn't feel completely inhabited by like washed out conservatives.
Ew.
Yucky, yucky.
Yucky.
Just
Put pants on a ducky.
I'm just imagining you're playing like a fucking
Stupid ass motherfucker.
you're playing like a Capcom fighting game, and like you use one of your specials or whatever, and the announcer's like yucky.
Yucky.
Also, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it because we still got to get everything.
How many
back.
lives do I have? Oh yeah.
You gotta give me some of that yucky sucky, bro.
All right. I gotta speed through this then.
Damn, that was sick. I wouldn't have thought of that kind of shortcut.
Me neither. It just worked.
Oh, dude! Speaking of Capcom, the Fighting Collection 2 came out, dude.
This is
It's
the
got
second
Power Stone 1 and 2.
Power Stone? I don't know that game.
I knew it. you.
Power Stone is garbage.
Power Stone 2 is essentially like Mario Party if it was just a fighting game. And then Power Stone 1 is essentially just like a fighting game.
Mario fighting game. Smash if it was a kart racing.
If it was a kart race. No, but it's got Power Stone 1 and 2 are fucking awesome. I want to play those on the channel with y'all. Especially Power Stone 2 because it's got 4-player compatibility.
I tried to do it again, didn't get it.
And then it's got Project Justice, which is a fucking amazing 3D fighter. And it's got what else? It's got Plasma Blade, which is that was a game that Capcom was making to be a Star Wars game before LucasArts was like, no, actually, we're gonna make our own. So they were like, okay, and then they removed all the copyrightable material, and they came out with Plasma Blade, which was fucking amazing.
That's funny.
And the Darth Vader character is called Bill Stein.
I remember that. Yeah.
Bill Stein's such a fucking amazing name.
Fuck! I keep going to the left one, and I shouldn't. Damn it! I did the same mistake twice.
Same.
okay.
I probably made the same mistake multiple times.
No.
Bill Stein, the science guy. Bill Stein, the science guy. Bill.
Start. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to us yap. Remember to like, subscribe, eat your parents' pudding.
Practice that yucky sucky.
Yeah.
Damn, girl, when are you gonna give me that yucky sucky?
It's like, baby, I already told you don't brush for a few weeks.
Isn't that Justin Bieber's song? The yucky yucky sucky or something like that.
I've never heard this.
I'm quoting yummy. I think that's the name of a song. Got that yum. It's pretty bad. It's ass.